Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews, doing yet another bourbon barrel-aged beer, and another one from South Florida. So this is a Void Shaker by 𝗩𝗏𝗄𝗏, 11% ABV, barrel-aged stout, aged in barrels from High West Distillery. And it's funny, it says "Get Funky" by date on bottle, but I cannot find a bottle. Oh, here it is. April 19th, 2024. So, all right, let's get it into the Spiegel sniffer or tulip or whatever you want to call it. And it is a pretty dark brown. I guess you could call it a black. Head is, more of a lighter brown. I don't know if I go as far as say straight up dark brown. Still hanging in there. Nice kind of a creamy consistency on there. Let's give it a whiff. This seems to me almost like vanilla bean. It's nice. Real bourbon. Like as if you had an actual bottle of bourbon right here. Much cleaner alcohol in this one. The one from last night was very fusel. Yeah, so a little bit of chocolate. I would not describe it as fudge. The one from last night smelled like fudge. To me, this one is all vanilla bean. Yeah, it smells very sweet. The alcohol in this one is much cleaner. So let's dive in. Cheers. Yes, this one I like much better than the 𝗧𝗛𝗙𝗥𝗧. Sorry, I just was not a fan of that one. Yeah, so like I said, I think you could compare this to Bourbon County. It's just at a much lower intensity. And it's funny to say 11% ABV is lower than anything, because Bourbon County, depending on the vintage, can go anywhere from like 13 to 15%. So yeah, like I said with the aroma. This is all vanilla bean and like that authentic bourbon flavor. It does not taste like I'm not getting that spicy, woody quality. I mean, so don't get me wrong, there's definitely a woody, barrel character to it, but just that imperial base stout is really coming through, which I did not get on last night's beer. Yeah, so black licorice, chocolate, almost like Hershey syrup or something like that. I would not call it like dark chocolate, and I would not say I don't get anything spicy or earthy or herbal on here. Actually, do get a little bit of roast, little bit of coffee, but it strikes me as being more sweet, almost kind of like in the pastry stout aroma or range, I should say. Like I said, speaking of aroma, like I said, vanilla bean definitely has a vanilla kind of flavor to it. Actually, let me bring up here's the website for it. So availability March through June, 11% ABV, 40 IBUs. Let's see. Our limited bourbon barrel imperial stout is mysteriously dark, perfectly balanced, and aged exclusively in High West Distillery barrels. Bacon wrapped dates. Interesting. I have to try that. All right, so for ingredients: water, barley, non-malted cereals, brown sugar, lactose, hops. Interesting. Wish they'd be a little bit more specific. I mean, I always love to know exactly what malt and hops are in there. But the brown sugar, I mean, I'm sure the brown sugar is in there strictly as an adjunct. It's really hard. If there's any left, it's kind of hard to pick it out. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that. Non-malted cereals. That's interesting. So I mean, those are just there, I think, probably more for flavor, and lactose to give it a fuller, creamier mouthfeel. Yeah, I would call this definitely has to me it strikes me as having a bigger mouthfeel than the 𝗧𝗛𝗙𝗥𝗧 from last night. Yeah, hops on this one are, I'd probably call like more piney or floral. It's not that spicy. It's not that spicy herbal character from the other beer. This is, I have been comparing this to Goose Island, and I think it's this fair comparison. It's just like I said, the intensity is a lot lower. In fact, that's probably what they're going for, because this comes in 4-packs. 𝗩𝗏𝗄𝗏, they got bought out by Constellation a few years ago. So I mean, they're, I think, pretty much a national brand at this point. And it's nice that, what you pay for like one bottle of, one 500 ml bottle of Goose Island, you're going to get a 4-pack of these. I will say this is not quite as good as Goose Island, but it's, just as enjoyable, at least. Leaves a little bit of like a dark cherry or like a dark, like black grape kind of aftertaste. I wouldn't call it blackcurrant. It's not tart. It's not particularly fruity. It's much more in the confectionery notes. But yeah, just that bourbon is really dominating here. But also that imperial stout is still there, which was what was really disappointing about the 𝗪𝗁𝗔𝗡𝗅 Rage from last night, because that base brew was awesome, but then they bourbon barrel aged it and it was like a totally different beer. It was really disappointing. So anyway, score for the Void Shaker. I really like this one. It is not quite Bourbon County, but it is. I think this is what to get when you can't get Bourbon County. I think that's a pretty good endorsement. To me, Bourbon County is a 5.0 beer, maybe 4.75, maybe 4.5, depending on the particular bottle and vintage and variant and all that stuff. But yeah, this is a solid 4.5, like 9 out of 10, A- type beer. I really like it. Yeah, I'd probably buy this more often. All right, so I guess that about wraps it up. If you watched all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys real soon. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.